Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to my channel. Today is day 98 of the 100-day project. And before I forget, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I am 2 subscriptions away from 200 and I want to finish the 100-day project well over 200 subscribers. So please, 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 please hit that subscribe button so that I am reaching my goal. What am I going to do today? Well, I'm still working on the sewing journal named Annalise. And I kind of want to show you where I am at. So I have my signatures here. You see, they're not bound in yet. I have my cover. And I still love this cover. And I have the topper. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I've been making lots of different things for this journal. And if you can tell, I'll show you, I am going to have to cut the signatures down considerably because they're still too big for even this big journal. However, they will fit very nicely inside. I will have lots of space to do things. So there's a lot of good things happening here. But I need some cool edges for my pages. So there's multiple things that I can do. I have some lace. I have some of this. This is like the most, probably, like, I will never use it anywhere else, but for in this sewing journal, this is fantastic for page edges. So it's a little bit of lace, it's a little bit of fabric, and yeah, I don't know what else to do with it, but that will make a beautiful edge on the page. I can fold it in half, or I can just put the whole thing on there and just have a little bit of the lace sticking out. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but it's going in there. Then I have lace. Let me show you the lace. So here's my lace. So I'm using some of this I want to put on there. I have tons of this kind to put on there, and I have this to put on it. So yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it onto the pages, and then when I'm grabbing my sewing machine, I can put everything through the sewing machine at once, but at least it's already glued down. The other thing that I want to do, so that's pretty much what we're doing today, is we're going to make page edges on the signatures. So I have some that are really, really big, and I don't want to put anything on those. What I want to put things on is the ones that are not sticking out. So for example, these. But this is the cover part, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. So I'm just going to leave that alone. I know there's another one like this. The center one. Let's do it in the center ones. Let's do that. So I think I want to start with this, and I want to put this right along there. And if I glue this first, I also know that I'm going to get it straight. That is a very important part of why I am gluing the lace on first, or the trim on first. So I'm just going to go right along with my 3-in-1 glue. And my bottle is almost empty, so I am keeping it upside down so that it doesn't take me forever to get it to come out. So I'm going to put it and line it up where this edge is right along the paper edge. And I'm pulling it somewhat taut. So that's one. I want different things on the sides, so, and I'm going to turn the page the other way around because it's got to be somewhat easy to glue the lace on. Okay, let's do that one again. So now, like, it's prepped. Really, that's what I'm doing. And then once it's time to start sewing, I just go one after the other through the sewing machine. And I don't care about the color thread that I'm using or anything like that. I just go. And when I run out of one color, I just carry on and take the next color. I have so many spools of thread, but they're all different colors. So I think that is kind of cool to do. Oh, I am so sorry. That's two. And I'll have plenty, right? Oh yeah. I am good to go. I don't want everything looking the same, but when it comes to the lace and stuff, I want some kind of uniformity in the journal, because otherwise it's just a bit messy, and I definitely don't want messy. One more. Making sure there's enough glue on there. And it's easier to do the edges of the signatures before you put the journal together, because otherwise it gets really, really awkward to try and push that through the sewing machine. Yes, I did go and pick them up. So I'm trying to find the center again. And I'm just going to put them right back where they're supposed to be. every signature is not in the same order. I'm going to have to fix that, but I'm not fixing it right now. So bizarre. I was pretty sure they were all in the same order, and I'm looking at it and they are not. And this one is even upside down. No, it's not upside down. No, it wasn't upside down. Oops. Don't mess with my little envelopes. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of lace. And I think the wrapping paper or the packing paper is what is going to be wonderful for the lace. So I'm going to pull it out. Of each signature, if I can find it. Where is my packing paper here? I know it's there. I know it's in here. But I can't find it. Huh. Well, I have enough to make another one. That is weird. That would be because it's laying right here. No, that's not it either. No, it's right here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And 4. So there is my packing paper. And I want some of this super wide lace, and I think I want some of this peachy color. I love this peachy color. Isn't it pretty? So let me just measure it out, because this is on a roll, and if I'm not very careful with the roll, then it's going to roll away, you know, that's what rolls do. And then I have a really big mess that I don't really want. I don't mind the mess, but then I have to tidy it up too. Oops. And I think the color will change as I am pulling it out of the roll, because it's that old that it has changed color a little. Okay. And I'm going to work it the same way. Just need to figure out where I want it. I think I want it kind of like that. Okay. I'll grab my 3-in-1 glue again. Is this perfectly stuck on? No, but that's okay, because it is going to go through the sewing machine. So it is just being held right now. Will it hold for a long time? It will. But I think it will look much prettier once we put a little bit of stitching through it as well. Whoops. Whoops. I think it's very pretty. And once I've got all these edges done, then we get a little bit of an idea of what the journal is going to look like. I don't know where my garbage bag went. I have a Roomba, and I used a brown paper bag beside my desk to throw all my paper scraps in that I am done with. And every morning when the Roomba goes through, it takes my my paper bag for a ride. So I never know where it is. I have to go find it. Because it just leaves it behind somewhere. It's the same with my slippers. My slippers are always somewhere that I don't know where they went. They went on an adventure. Okay, so I may have to just stretch this one a little bit, but that's okay. I knew that was going to happen because I knew I had taken a little bit more on one of them than I should have. But it's okay, it's stretchy lace, so I can just stretch it a little and it will not, well, maybe I'll just grab a new piece. It's not like I don't have any. Just have to be quick so that my 3-in-1 glue isn't dry. Sure that it is laying on here fairly even with the edge. Can you tell that it is a little bit discolored? Yeah, a little bit. So there we go. That's one side. I want to do something else on the other side. So I'm just going to turn it over. And what can we do? I want to use more lace. That's what I want to do. I'm going to use some of this white lace. And I'm just going to measure it again, and I'll measure it a little bit bigger than I did the last time. Won't be as stingy. It's not like I don't have any lace. If you are watching my Sundays where I am showing you what I have found in thrift stores, you know I have lace. Lots and lots and lots of it. I think this is cute. This can go right along the edge like that. Trying to find which one is the right one to use. I have a new bottle, but I don't want to use it yet because there's still plenty left in this one. What do you think? I think it's very cute. I'll finish this off. do something different on the next set. Because there's so many different things you can do with page edges. And I don't like to use like when I'm using the book pages and stuff, I don't really like putting lace on there, because then it takes away from the book. But for these plain pages, I can dress them up as much as I possibly want. I have enough. This time I have enough. There, ta-da! It's another set done. Let's see what else we have here that we can play with. I have these pages. Take those out. They are from, that's the ones from my very, very old scrapbook that have little glue spots all over them. But they're so cool. There we go. I have all 4 of those. So I have here the magazine that I've been pulling things out of. And I've told you about this magazine. Like, look at this. Isn't this wonderful? Like, for this journal, and probably for many, many more to come, I have like lots of cool things that I can put in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some pages out of here, and then I'm going to put them on the edges of the paper. So for example, I want the lady that's dressed in a blanket. And I think I want this one. Let's pick one more. Maybe 2 more. Let's do this one. What do you think this is? I don't know. I don't see what it made. Let's do this one. That way we have some color in there, we have some interest. So I'm just taking some pages out, putting the magazine aside. This is another page out of there. And okay, so I'm going to fold this like that. And then I'm going to tear it. I don't want cut edges. I want this to be somewhat rough, I guess is the right word. I am, however, concerned to make it as straight as possible. There we go. Is it completely perfect? Absolutely not. Not even remotely close. But that's okay. So now I'm going to fold them in half. So here's my ladies in the, oh, maybe I like this side better. I like this side better. There's more color on this side. So I'm just folding it in half. And I'm doing that with all 4 of these. And I want as much color as I can get. Where the lace is very plain colored and so are the envelopes, this I want color. There. So it's not about the images, it's about the colors, and especially in the 70s there was so many wonderful colors that were being used. You didn't wear black in the 70s, you wore color. Very thirsty, I know. Had to have a little drink. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm apparently using my 3-in-1 glue, which is not what I want to use, but at least I know the paper won't warp. So I'm just going to put this, whoa, right around here, just like that. Turn it to the other side. And then we're just going to fold it right over. And I'm going to cut off the edges at the bottom and at the top. And there we go, we have a colorful edge, and it doesn't really matter what's on there. Come on. I'm just making sure there's glue on it and it's even-ish, and yeah. And then we'll just lay this in there and fold it around it, just like that. It is not complicated, but it does give a really cool effect. So I'll probably speed through the rest of this because I'm sure you can follow what I'm doing. Well, I thought I was recording and I was not. So what I did was I took a sheet of 8.5 by 11, so just a regular letter size, and it's tea-dyed paper, and I folded a little piece over and folded it over top of the edge of the paper so that we have a tuck spot on this side, and you can fold this out for extra journal space. So I did that to all the pages. Right there. And right there. And look, I left the clock. And right here. And it gives it some dimension. It gives some dimension to your journal. It gives some color to it. It breaks up the monotony. And then of course we did all the lace around the edges of the packing paper. And this is, like, it's squishy. I want to make, I think I want to, the next time I get a big pile of packing paper like this handed to me, I think I want to make one big journal. Like, wouldn't that be wonderful? Like, if you just fold these all inside of each other. And I think Natasha from Treasure Books has done that. She made a whole journal out of just packing paper. And then it's just a squishy book. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I said it in the beginning, please subscribe to my channel. I am at 198 subscribers right now, and I am hoping to finish the 100-day project with at least 200 subscribers. So help me out, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave me something in the comments to say what you think of these paper edges. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful Friday. Bye.